Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Muriel and in this video I'm going to do the autism and books tag because I'm a late diagnosed autistic woman and doing stuff like this is helping me to integrate all of that. So I found this tag and I decided I would do it. So jumping right into the questions. Question number 1. Getting autistic people to agree can be like herding cats. I'm not sure about that, but sure, let's go along with that. What is a book with characters that have a difficult/frustrating time working together? Jen Williams' The Winnowing Flame trilogy is what I'm going to go with for this one. In this case, the characters involved, Noon and Tourmaline, also form a couple. But one thing I really liked about the story was precisely the complex and nuanced portrayal of their relationship, which does go through some growing pains and which does affect the way they handle difficult situations in the narrative together. And honestly, I could also cite The Mists of Avalon because its main character, Morgaine, definitely struggles at Arthur's court, where she has to work and live alongside women she has very little in common with, most notably Queen Guinevere. Question number 2. Comorbidities. Autistic people tend to have comorbid conditions such as anxiety, depression, and nerve conditions. Yes. What is a book that kept kicking a character when they were down? No one is going to disagree with me here. Fitz from the Farseer trilogy. That poor boy. That man goes through some shit, to say the least. Arya Stark also goes through a pretty rough time, for a child no less, in A Song of Ice and Fire, so I'm adding her in too. Question number 3. Social rebels. Autistic people often enjoy flouting social rules. What is a book with a society or group of people with an excessive number of rules? Well, thank goodness for dystopian literature, am I right? Easy peasy. The Republic of Gilead and The Handmaid's Tale. Too easy? Fine. I'll also go with the country and culture of Cowhide, described in The Left Hand of Darkness as having an intricate system of rules and customs regarding, amongst other things, the giving and receiving of advice. Done. Question number 4. ABA. This is a therapy autistic people are sent to that can often cause psychological harm in the name of helping them. Thankfully, that was never my experience. Who is a character who was creepily controlling over another for their own good? Also going to go for the low-hanging fruit answers with this one. Humbert from Lolita, Jacob Strain from My Dog Vanessa, and Rolf something or another in Putney. Done. Question number 5. Special interests. Who is a character sufficiently obsessed with something that it would be their special interest if they were autistic? So, the biologist in Annihilation, written by Jeff Vandermeer, most definitely, because I actually think she's autistic coded. Maybe Quentin Coldwater from Lev Grossman's The Magicians as well, because, I mean, he is obsessed with magic and, magical things, and his children's book series Fillory and Further. And I do also want to add Marianne from Normal People, because I read her as autistic coded as well, and no one can stop me. And you know what? I'm also going to add Sibel from The Forgotten Beasts of Eld while I'm at it, because she has a deep passion for the magical arts and a deep love for her magical beasts. And she's also kind of a loner. You could kind of read her as autistic coded too. Sue me. Question number 6. High empathy. Autistic people tend to have so much empathy for other people, it can overwhelm us. Yeah, I mean, some stuff to unpack there, but sure. Okay. Who is a character who cares more about others' feelings than their own, / is always trying to take care of people? I'm gonna go with Isis Wit from Ian Banks' Wit, and maybe Lady Vintage from The Winnowing Flame. Question number 7. Sensory sensitivities. Autistic people are often so sensitive to taste, texture, sight, smell, and sound that it can overwhelm us. Yes. Who is a character with supernatural / enhanced senses that sometimes overwhelm them? So for this one, I'll go with the Stark Wargs in A Song of Ice and Fire, because why not? I'm gonna go also with Lauren Oya Olamina in Parable of the Sower because of her hyper-empathy. Yeah, it doesn't quite fit the prompt, but again, sue me. And with Nia from Elder Race, because his senses are technologically enhanced, and it doesn't seem to help him with the times he feels overwhelmed by his depression, so it'll have to be good enough. Question number 8. Same foods. Autistic people tend to like to stick to the same foods on a daily basis, and avoid foods that upset their senses. What is a food talked about in a book you would want to eat, and one you definitely wouldn't? I really don't have much to say for this one. I guess I've never found the descriptions of food in A Song of Ice and Fire terribly appealing, and you know, it's kind of memeified at this point, the descriptions of feasts and crap. And as to food I want to eat, I got nothing. Question number 9, late diagnosis. Right here. Because of misperceptions about autism, even among medical professionals, many autistic people aren't diagnosed until their symptoms have manifested for many years. Who is a character who had no idea what was going on until the end of the book? Poor schmuck. I'm gonna go with John Rodriguez, aka Control, in Authority, Book 2 of the Southern Reach trilogy. Most definitely. So that's it for the Autism and Books tag. If you want to do it and link back to this video, feel free to do so. If you want to share your answers in the comments, feel free to do so. In the meantime, I wish you all a lovely day, evening, or whichever time of day you prefer. Do take care of yourselves. Once again, thank you for the continued support, and I shall see you all in another video. Bye-bye.